Rainbow Springs State Park in Florida is a beautiful park that features clear teal blue water that has been flowing for over 10,000 years. This is the 4th largest spring in Florida, and if you're looking for a relaxing oasis, this is it. The park is open from 8 a.m. to sunset all year long, and if you're coming on the weekends, it can get pretty busy here, so you might want to get here early. Once the park reaches capacity, they close to all visitors, and that could be a little bit of a bummer if you're driving in from a long ways away. It is $2 a person to get into the park. Children 6 and under are free. And if you do the Rainbow River tube ride with the state park, your entrance here will be included, so be sure to hold on to your receipt. If you're interested in doing that, be sure to stay tuned because we will have that video up for you in the next couple of days. Rainbow Springs offers a lot to see and do. If you want to go for a nice hike in nature, you can make your way around 2.5 miles of trails. All of these trails are paved and they offer you a nice leisurely walk through beautiful gardens and man-made waterfalls. Even though the springs were a little bit on the crowded side, you can set out on these trails and find plenty of peace and quiet. I think we only saw 6 people the whole time that we were walking around. Along the way, you can find these really neat little overlooks that give you a great view out over the lush green valley. Unfortunately, the biggest waterfall that they have, which you can see right here, was not turned on when we went, because I'm sure that would be really pretty. But they had a couple smaller ones that you could check out, and they were both really nice, one of which you can see right here. Here's another view of Rainbow Falls, which is the big one that was not running on our visit. Hopefully it was just a temporary thing and it's back up and running now. After walking around for a bit and exploring the park in the hot, humid Florida weather, we decided that it was a good time to start heading towards the water. Along the way, we got a good look at the people setting out in the kayaks and canoes. They do rent them here, and you can also bring your own, but do keep in mind if you are bringing your own that you do have to get it all the way from the car down to the water's edge, which is quite a trip. We also passed by this large grassy picnic area. This would be a great spot to stop for lunch, and they even have some covered areas as well. Just around the corner from the picnic area is where you can go to take a dip to cool off. That water was looking mighty appetizing because we were visiting on a pretty warm day. But first we wanted to check out the kayak and canoe rental area. We weren't going to have time to rent the kayak on this trip, but we wanted to check it out for a future visit. It looked like they had a pretty good setup going on, and this river is really beautiful, as you'll see in the next video where we go tubing. After hanging out for a bit and just enjoying the views of the calm blue waters, we realized that we were a little bit sweaty because we were standing out in the sun. So we finally headed back to that swimming area so we could cool off. Not only is this a great place to swim, but if you have a snorkel set with you, the clarity of the water here is unreal. Please note that the water is between 10 and 18 feet deep here, so if you're not a very strong swimmer, you're probably going to want to bring some sort of a flotation device. And on that topic, no tubes are allowed in the springs. We used one of our dry bags, and you are allowed to have fun noodles in the swim area. And that is going to do it for our video about Rainbow Springs. Like I said earlier, stay tuned because that tubing video will be here really soon. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe because we have a lot more Florida Springs videos coming up and also epic adventures. You can find out even more information about Rainbow Springs over on our website, 𝐷ATadventurelife.com.